So I put together kind of 6 things to sort of think about when you're moving. Having that identity and access management, it's really where it all starts, right? So if you don't, that whole thing, if you plan to fail, if you fail to plan, make sure you plan, okay? What's your onboarding plan, right? Getting that identity access, it should be the core of your strategy, sort of like the G word. People don't talk about it, but it's on everyone's mind. That governance, what type of governance are we going to have? This is literally step 1, that identity and access management. Mail and security, right? All you hear about is Microsoft spending, they've got that budget of $1 billion on cybersecurity. And today, industry estimates of companies' annual investments around $2 billion. So having that zero trust mindset, Microsoft is expanding how they deliver this infrastructure and service organizations. It's a huge, huge landscape to cover, but it's something that they have to have in place before we start moving stuff. Again, it's sort of like that moving truck that all the stuff is in the truck, but they forget to close the door and everything starts falling out. So we have to make sure that when we load up the truck, that everything in there is secure. It went through the process of making sure that it's been a checklist on it, right? So you want to inventory everything. It's the exact same thing when you're moving your data. You got to inventory it. Which brings me to the file servers, right? When you're moving from a file share environment to the cloud, having that team strategy is a ginormous role in the decision. So much with Microsoft and Office 365, you have it, but you don't use it, just like on your cell phone. So think about the idea of moving these documents to OneDrive. I love having my files on my computer. So having them on my computer basically means that it's a lot easier for me to access. But guess what? If your OneDrive is set up the right way, it's just as easy getting your files from OneDrive as it is from your computer. So having that structured policy to facilitate, accelerate this collaboration, it'll really help deliver the absolute best user experience. This idea of having a single silo for your ECM, enterprise content management today, is that most organizations have content from multiple repositories based on the content's purpose, use, and regulatory requirements. This idea of lifting and shifting is a mistake. That's why so many organizations run into migration problems. And then optimization, right? It's fluctuated so much over the years. It's basically like a live action sport. I love that. How are you preparing? How are people accessing the information today? And how will this change after the migration?